fir tree, because it cast too much shade. And then from out the gloomy forest a pagan voice was heard and said, "Oh, you who live beneath warm sunlight and struck our ancient elder down, may fate not ever turn against you. Why are you always in such haste now?" Through all the many years he stood across the long and heavy hours, beneath the shelter of his branches, many souls found rest and cover. The old ones standing tall on hills had been a guide along the way, and in harsh times and bitter weather he faced the storms without dismay. While living, he brought many blessings, but now in death, as he departs, what else could he still offer you except one more coffin at last? They were cutting down an old fir tree because it cast too much shade. And then from out the gloomy forest a pagan voice was heard and said, "Oh, you who live beneath warm sunlight and struck our ancient elder down, may fate not ever turn against you. Why are you always in such haste now?" Through all the many years he stood across the long and heavy hours, beneath the shelter of his branches, many souls found rest and cover. The old ones standing tall on hills had been a guide along the way, and in harsh times and bitter weather he faced the storms without dismay. While living, he brought many blessings, but now in death, as he departs, what else could he still offer you except one more coffin at last? were cutting down an old fir tree because it cast too much shade. And then from out the gloomy forest, a pagan voice was heard and said, "Oh, you who live beneath warm sunlight and struck our ancient elder down, may fate not ever turn against you. Why are you always in such haste now?" Through all the many years he stood, across the long and heavy hours, beneath the shelter of his branches, many souls found rest and cover. The old ones standing tall on hills had been a guide along the way, and in harsh times and bitter weather he faced the storms without dismay. While living, he brought many blessings, but now in death, as he departs, what else could he still offer you except one more coffin at last? They were cutting down an old fir tree because it cast too much shade. And then from out the gloomy forest, a pagan voice was heard and said, "Oh, you who live beneath warm sunlight and struck our ancient elder down, may fate not ever turn against you. Why are you always in such haste now?" Through all the many years he stood, across the long and heavy hours, beneath the shelter of his branches, many souls found rest and cover. The old ones standing tall on hills had been a guide along the way, and in harsh times and bitter weather he faced the storms without dismay. While living, he brought many blessings, but now in death, as he departs, what else could he still offer you except one more coffin at last?